1998 Ford Ranger 3.0 liter four-wheel drive with a manual transmission. So I was going to do a tool review of what I use for my welding tools for the creation of this patch job here and what I used. So I'll just do a quick overview. So I use this Titanium Flux 125, and I had the settings on J voltage, J voltage, and the wire speed set about 9. You could probably kick the wire speed back to 6 to have the wire speed come out a little slower, but you want to have that voltage high to get penetration all the way through the weld, to go all the way through. And I welded both the front side and the back side. So anyway, that's the titanium welder I used, and I had changed out the clamp a ways back, just because I wanted a bigger clamp, and it seems to work pretty good. The grinder I used to cut down the patch is this Black & Decker 4.5, that uses 4.5 discs on it. Nothing special. Harbor Freight 4.5 flap discs, 36 grit on that to grind down the welds, and also to grind down the actual patch. This was the original patch looked like when I formed and fitted it. It was, it's like a 5x5 inch patch, and I just used this vise and clamped it in, which you guys can do, and I used that cutoff wheel to cut it down. This old Craftsman vise on this stand. Alrighty, moving on. These were the files I used once I had it in the, once I cut out the hole, and I used this assortment of files to file down the edges. Okay, this good old Husky 10-piece file set. To cut the wire, I use these little cutter here to cut the wire coming out of the spool of the gun. I use .030 Vulcan wire. It's 10 pounds, and it seems to work pretty good. I used it also for that rocker panel. Let's see what else here. To clean the welds, I like to use this brush right here, this wire brush. You could also use a wire drill, which I've used a drill in the past with the spinning attachments on there. Personal protection, always. I use just these nondescript big old goggles when I'm grinding, and I also can use this Harbor Freight welding mask that has grind mode. Get it? Grind mode, pretty cool. And you can switch it to grind mode. It was like $45 at Harbor Freight, but generally when I'm welding I have it set on like 11, and it also has sensitivity for max sensitivity and minimum and delay. Alright, I use this awesome work light that it's a Husky 10,000 lumen area utility light to keep, so I can see what the heck I'm doing. I use these gloves right here, these welding gloves. I picked them up, I don't know how much they cost, but like a couple bucks, $2 at a yard sale. What else? When I'm welding with knee pads. Don't want my knees knackered up, and I use old leather boots. What else do I got to show you? I use this old chair, and I also use this 4.5 inch cutoff wheel. When I'm sitting down, 4.5 wheel to cut up the metal when as needed. And let's see, I also use this wire brush. Anyway, so that's just the assortment of stuff that I use to do my welding jobs. And coming up, you'll see this is the upper shock mount that will be installed on the Ranger at some point for the rear shock. So that's what it looks like it off. And anyway, that's I'm at 5 minutes here. Just want to give you a quick overview of what I use. Basic tools. Oh yeah, and I also use this low profile Pittsburgh Harbor Freight jack, 3.5 ton. And it picks up this truck right well with these 6-ton jack stands. Yep, stick it underneath the pumpkin differential and rock on. Alrighty guys, that's just a little bit of an overview of what I use here to do some welding on the learning vehicle, aka Ford Ranger. 3.0 liter 4-wheel drive manual transmission. And just to let you know, it currently is at 166,300 miles. Yeah, it's a work truck, as you can tell. Okay, well, thank you all for the inspiration. You guys get out there and fix your stuff, take care of your stuff. You can do it. If I can, you can. Have yourselves an Ablecraft day.